Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the E4 podcast. As always, I'm your host, Migs, and with me today, co-hosting is Aubrey.
What's up?
And with us is arguably the best door staff in town from sports.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Tim.
Hey guys, how are y'all doing?
Good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Is that door staff? That's the job title?
You can say door staff.
Bouncers?
Door staff, bouncers. I mean, they do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do y'all take money when there's cover?
No,
we don't
never
ever have cover.
Yeah.
Oh, so y'all are just straight bouncers then.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Maybe we take a little money from somebody when they're not looking.
So y'all never do cover at sports?
Ever.
Really?
Never.
Very rarely.
I feel like I remember paying cover at
Maybe
one
if
point.
there's like a donation thing, we
Yeah.
might take it, but it's not like a cover, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
I don't think there's ever been a cover.
Even if there's a band playing?
It's the owner's philosophy. Like, they don't want to charge to come in if you're not there for that activity. So, like, if it's UFC, you might just want to come in and play pool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think for certain bands, we've had like reserved tables for like so much.
Yeah.
Reserving tables, yeah, but like,
I'm like, the only time I paid was
As
for
far
a
as-
UFC fight. I reserved a table, and it was funny because.
But we never
nobody
charged to
ended
get
up-
in.
Like
Yeah.
there was nobody in there. I could have just not paid
Maybe
for a
maybe
table.
I'm just talking a long time ago, but I mean, or maybe I'm just misthinking it. But I know I've paid cover before at sports
Rumors
for
started doing
something.
it.
Then I heard rumors has been charging cover
Just
on
on
the
weekends.
reg on the weekends. Right?
after 11, yeah.
After 11. I wonder what the philosophy on that is, because I guess that's Michelle's philosophy about not charging cover.
Ronnie's, actually.
Ronnie's?
Yeah.
Smart man. I would say if I had my own bar, I would very rarely charge cover, especially just in Victoria, because I don't know if y'all ever worked at other bars, but at Dodge, some nights we charge cover, some nights we don't, right? And I like to just keep count of how many groups of people walk in, and like something as small as like a $5 cover charge will turn away a group of 5 people, because that's like what, $25 they got to spend to walk in just to order a drink. That
And
they
they might not even stay there for more than
might
5
not,
minutes.
yeah, they might be planning on bar hopping,
Oh,
or like
Dodge
we're
on
charging
a Wednesday.
$5 for this band that's playing that they had no idea was even playing in the first place. They just wanted to come in
Yeah.
and play some pool, like you said. And sometimes they're like, "Nah, we'll go somewhere else," and they do, and I'm like, "Damn, dude, like really
But people will still pay to go to shooters all the time.
Well, Shooters does what? What's their cover? $5 on the weekends.
Right? Yeah.
I don't
Just
know.
On the weekends.
I don't frequent Shooters that much because I'm always working.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I haven't been there forever. It's just too much country for me.
Too much country?
Too country for me.
I've never been to shooters. Not the new shooters. I went to the old shooters when I was just turned 21.
Ah, Lee, I remember that.
Went to the old shooter when I just
Where,
turned 21.
You mean Ricardo's?
Yeah,
Ricardo's? Yeah, but I've never been to the new shooters.
I don't think it's Ricardo's anymore.
No, it's
No,
it's the same style of place, but pretty much they just like it's new ownership, but it's still like an after hours place.
What is it called?
I have no idea.
Club Royal.
Club
Club
Royal.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the burger.
Makes me want a RC Cola.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh no, the Club Royale.
Oh, yeah, from
That's
Jason's
it from
Deli.
from Pulp Fiction and
Oh,
all
like
the
Jason's Deli.
all the
Oh, yeah.
Quentin Tarantino movies.
That's my
They all
favorite
reference
sandwich.
like the Club Royale, like that's the burger in that universe that like
Wow.
is like dope as
That
hell.
was a great
little
sandwich.
movie trivia for you there, I guess.
It's a great sandwich at Jason's Deli as well.
But yeah, what's up with the after hours places opening up here in Victoria? I don't know if that's a thing in bigger cities. Like,
I'm sure it is. I don't see why
Yeah.
it wouldn't be.
It's just money.
don't know.
It's money, man.
yeah,
They-
and
they
it costs
charge
money
to get in.
Yeah, but like really, what you're paying for, it says they don't serve you alcohol. Legally, they can't serve you alcohol. You're just paying cover charge to go there to hang out.
Yeah.
Well, Ricardo's let you bring in your own alcohol.
Yeah, but what can you not do there that you can't just do at home?
Exactly.
hang out with a lot of people.
Do
that
you want to
might
hang
get
out?
into
I
a
guess if
fight.
you want
That
to.
might get into a fight.
I guess if you want to hang around a bunch of people that are just there.
I've literally had friends be like, I just want to go in to see if anything pops off.
Oh,
like, I
could-
just want to
okay.
see the fights. Like, what's going to happen tonight?
That's fair.
I will pay $5 to do that. And I'm like, nah, I'm good.
But
So-
it's not 5. It's like 20.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like $20.
It's way more expensive. Well, so whenever they were over there at on the Houston Highway, when they were in the big building, that I think they were charging $5 because they weren't letting you bring in alcohol.
Oh, goat?
Yeah. Well, or whatever it was.
Two-step. Go.
It was it's called the
But
goat.
Towards the end, when they were starting to close, they were just like $5 to get in whenever, just after hours, and that was, you couldn't bring alcohol in. They weren't serving it, so people were really just paying, and there was like hundreds of people fucking trying to get in
There was
there.
like at least 200 people there every night. Sometimes maybe even close to 3, I would say.
Just paying to just
I don't
hang
know.
out with each
See,
other.
I can see paying money to go like people watch like I want to see these fights pop off, but then they can get dangerous, right? Like
Yeah,
fucking,
no,
I think
guns, knives,
you told me one
everything.
time when like the cops pepper sprayed someone, like
Oh, my.
they released some pepper
So
spray
they almost got me that
inside the
night.
entrance hallway.
Yeah.
So it's like a confined space, so everybody watching also gets pepper spray. And I was all like, so these guys paid money to go hang out to see this fight and get pepper sprayed. And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good
That's
deal.
where I dipped. I said,
That's
you're
where
not
you did.
getting my money. I'm out of here. Can't even breathe.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I just don't think it's a good business model. You know, I'm not saying I'm a fucking super genius when it comes to the bar industry, but it's like
People
I mean-
always want to party. There are people who just want to
Yeah.
nonstop party.
It caters
Oh,
to a
like,
specific
no.
crowd, though, too. It's the people that come out late
yeah.
and want to stay out late. Like, they don't start drinking until 12:31.
They're all 1:00.
Yeah.
Which is why there's that cover after 11 at Rumor, because a lot of their crowd doesn't come in till later. So if you come in earlier, you can avoid the cover. They'll get more money out of you for drinks.
Okay.
So
But-
they got to make their money.
I see the logic. I see the logic behind it.
Because there's a lot of people that just come to the parking lot at Sports and Rumors and they'll just hang out there for like 2 hours before they even go in.
In the parking lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll
Well,
be
they-
out there drinking their own drinks.
They're just tailgating out there or what?
Like-
Basically.
Blasting music and everything. Yeah.
Where does door money go to? Does it go to the server or to the bartenders, or does it go
why
to
would
the...
it go to the bartenders and servers?
I don't know.
It goes to the house.
It depends because,
I don't know. They might just give them extra money because if it's slow or something, they have a bad night. And
I mean, it technically all
No?
goes to it, but like my buddy, when he worked at Mustang at the door, he got paid out of the cover, and then he gave the rest to, manager.
Oh,
Well, he
hell
got paid.
no.
He
I
got
better
paid
have
for
a
his what?
paycheck and I better
for
get a
being there,
cut.
his day rate.
Yeah, like he basically got paid whatever he got paid for the night.
Yeah.
But they would take that out of the door money, and then the manager. Would
Tim,
take
that's
the
what you
rest.
get called getting paid under the table.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
True.
I don't think y'all get paid under the table. I think
No.
Michelle is
We are
very
all
legit,
legit. Yeah.
with her business practices at
Call
sports.
buddy.
Yes.
We are 100% legit.
Now,
So
that
I
was-
guess what Aubrey's asking is where does that money go?
Yeah.
You know, and it goes to the bar. It's just
Pays
straight
the-
up whatever.
pays the
Or it
bills.
depends. Sometimes if there's a band or like
Well, yeah, no, I
someone
understand
playing,
that.
then they'll
of course,
take
when
the
there's
cover
something going
charge.
on. But yeah, if not, if it's just a
Yeah.
regular night, like shooters, the way they do it every weekend, it's just going to pay
That's
the, pay the
just-
bills,
Yeah,
keep
just,
the
just
lights
paying
on,
the bills. Yeah, that's just
keep the
utility
lights
stuff.
on.
If I remember right, that's how Downtown Bar and Grill did a lot of their shows.
Yeah,
Like the door money went straight to all the bands.
yeah. So it's just as when it comes to live music, sometimes bands will say, "I want a guaranteed rate." Like a band will be
Yeah.
like, "I want $500. I'll
Yeah.
play at your bar."
And
Or-
a cut from the door.
and a cut from the door. They'll sometimes negotiate.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they'll just say, I'm confident in the crowd I'm going to bring in. I want all the door, and I don't need a guaranteed rate. I'll just take the door. And some bars are like, hey, cool, take the door. You play, and if y'all bring in... So like, it's like a higher ceiling, right? Lower floor, higher ceiling for a band. Because if they bring in 200 people and they charge them all $500 or $5, that's like what? Like fucking $1,000 they just made. And a guaranteed rate would be more like $500.
Yeah.
So like, or vice versa, only 20 people show up and they're like, eh. Like,
Pay me a set
like-
amount. Give me a cut from the door. I want
Yeah.
both.
That's hard. Well, I
If
think
I ever had a band.
I think
whatever.
bands that are more popular kind of can charge a guaranteed rate and a cut from the door. Some of the bigger bands, like whenever I was at Schrader, most of those people took a good cut of the door.
All right, Miguel. If you
Normally
open
it's
up
like
a bar,
80% door, and then also they got paid like fucking a few $1,000s to play.
If you open a bar,
Yeah.
I want to be your door girl,
You want to be the door girl?
and I want to cut. from
Why
the
would
door-
you want to be the door girl? You want me to pay you under the table?
Under the table. I'm telling you now.
Why would you
tax.
want
Set rate. Pay me under the table.
Why would you want to be a door girl?
I don't know.
Why would, I
throwing it out
you'd
there.
why don't you just be like the manager of the
Just
bar?
want to sit there.
You don't want to be the
and make
manager?
money.
Rule them all with an iron fist?
No.
Too much responsibility
Too
for
much.
you.
Way too much.
Guys, so back to y'all. I'm sorry, we went off on a
little bit of a tangent.
We do that sometimes here. So how do y'all like working the door at sports?
I mean, it's changed a lot since I've started there.
I enjoyed it when I did it. It was just basically just watching, hanging around,
Yeah.
talking to people. Basically, same thing when I worked door at 205. I just
Oh yeah, 205.
forget you did
That's
that.
right. Dude, I forgot too. For a second, I totally
The
forgot.
glory days, man.
yeah, working at 205. I would just sit outside and
I don't,
sweat and be
I
on my
don't think
phone.
they have door people nowhere because they don't
No,
do
they don't
the
do
late night.
nighttime anymore.
Yeah, when the pandemic started, they not fired me, but they're like, we really don't need you anymore because we're not going to be open till late.
They laid you off.
So yeah, they laid me off, but it was a nice laying off.
Yeah.
They're like, we love you, we appreciate you, we like you, but really don't need you anymore. And that's when I started working at sports full time. But I miss working at 205 because that was just a fun time for me, just hanging outside.
For real. Heat, cold, all
Cold,
of it.
heat, cold on my phone, talking to
Yelling at people.
you, talking to Tim.
Yelling at people.
Yelling at people.
Yeah, made the megaphone real popular.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I got that job.
I miss that.
Because Mark was like, "Hey, we need a door guy at 205. Do you want to do it?" And I just got through with a relationship. Had nothing to do but time on my hand, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, I can be an asshole."
Yeah, you used to just, I was like, you used to just talk shit. You'd be like talking to people down the street.
And I started working there, and I met like tons of people, pretty girls, everything, and I enjoyed it. And it was like under the table.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I enjoyed working there just because it's this whole new group of people I've never met before in my life.
Yeah, I would say the clientele from downtown Victoria and Northside are completely different, right?
Yeah.
Especially 205. 205 used to be wild back then. But sports
207.
207
Yeah.
was the
Used to be
wild
wild.
side. Yeah. I ate dinner at 205
I saw
this
that.
past Thursday.
Yeah.
And we sat on the 207 side because they opened up for dining. And I was like, yeah, let's go sit in the 207 side because last time I was in that room, I probably blacked out. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't been in there for so long, too. And we sat there, and it was just, I was like looking around, like, oh, this is how this place looks like during the day. Like, cool, like, like.
Did
with
y'all
lights on.
finish the steak?
Did we? No. So we ordered
The tomahawk.
the tomahawk steak.
I saw.
Yeah.
I saw.
We-
Remember, we're supposed to go
Big
do that.
spender.
Oh, Aubrey.
We're
no.
going to film it and
Well,
gonna
what
try
are
to
we
eat the
supposed to
whole
do?
thing.
Hold on. What were we supposed to do? What are we talking about?
go to 205 and we were talking to Camden last time he was here.
Yeah.
We were like, we should do that one of these days. Let's
Well,
go.
I mean, I did.
Yeah,
You,
rude.
you didn't.
Because we're supposed to, it's like a podcast thing.
Oh, yeah, because
We're gonna film it.
Nina's never been.
Yeah.
Nina
We can
said she's
all
never been to
Sit
205.
there and make
Which-
everyone watch us eat
Which
the
for a
steak.
girl in her 30s is crazy.
I'm going to eat the whole thing.
How- Yeah, you can eat the whole thing.
Not
you can't.
by myself.
Okay.
Like,
No, so to answer your question, no, we didn't finish the tomahawk. We got a to-go box, which is kind of embarrassing to leave 205 because they give you like a big, like aluminum foil fucking pan
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm like walking out the door with this big fucking pan, like I just like looking like a little fatty or whatnot. But it was really good. It was good. It's always fucking good there.
It's never not been good there.
Dude,
It's-
yeah.
It's always good. Steak's great there.
Yeah, and then Cam was there. He was just rolling through. He was like, "How's everything?" And I was like, "Second best steak in town,
Oh my
baby."
God.
Like, you know,
every
like-
time Camden says that, he's like, second best steak
It's
in
the
town.
second best, dude.
to Roadhouse. To Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that crazy? That's still like
If
mind blowing.
205 had buttery cinnamon rolls.
Oh, they'd
dude,
be
number
number
one.
one.
Number one.
It's the
the
bread.
cinnamon
That's what keeps
butter.
them at number 2.
Yeah.
Cinnamon butter.
I go to
No.
Roadhouse just for buns.
For real though, my dad like ate way too many the last time we were at Roadhouse. I was like, Dad, and then so of course he's like, she wants more. Asking the server, hey, can you get some more? I'm all, Dad.
Your dad
I
did
didn't even
that?
ask for any. He said she wants more rolls. I'm like, Dad.
We gotta take some home. Shut up.
Yeah.
Stick them in the
Dude,
purse.
it's so easy to do there because they just give you these rolls and that cinnamon butter is so good. And then you're just like, before you know it, you're just full off of fucking cinnamon rolls and
Bread.
margarita. And you're like, shit, I ordered a steak. I'm not going to eat this now. Like, and then you just get it to go.
Dude, I don't think I could work at a place like that. That's too much. I get pissed when people want crackers, and they want butter for the crackers, and I'm like, it's not an appetizer. It's
They make it as an
Free.
appetizer.
Butter crackers?
Older people like it. They
Yeah.
love it. Can I get some butter for my crackers?
Yep.
Well,
That's odd.
first I start with, do you want an appetizer? No, but I'll have some butter for these crackers. I'm like, so an appetizer? That's what you're having?
Why don't you
one?
just put buttered crackers on the menu?
Dude, okay. We were gonna start charging for butter. They got so pissed. The friggin' owners, the new owners, they were like, they put a button for butter, but then we raised all the prices, and they were like, all right, I guess we won't charge for butter. But we were going to, because they were like pissed. Everybody, you know,
I mean, is it that much butter?
like.
How much better?
And then everybody makes a mess with the crackers, and it's a thing. It's a whole thing. It's
We're talking like the little butter packets, right? The little
no,
square.
like a scoop of butter.
What kind of?
Oh, you're just giving out fucking
And it's not even real. It's like margarine. It's the
margarine butter. Fucking Land O'Lakes like
It's-
margarine shit.
What kind of crackers?
sometimes they're like.
I'm sure they're just
I didn't ask
regular
for
wafers.
sour cream. I'm like, what?
The normal saltine crackers you're talking
Yeah.
Just
about?
saltines?
Yeah.
Sounds
With butter on it.
butter.
Yes.
I would never.
Cold butter.
Yes.
Cold butter on a saltine.
Semi. It's the
Room temp butter.
If you get it off the top, a little bit.
That is some classic white people shit.
No,
It's,
that's what I
butter
was
on a
like.
cracker. Delicious.
Oh,
You know
man.
what tastes good, Jim? A butter on a cracker.
Man.
You ever had
And
a butter?
sriracha. They want sriracha for their crackers, which
So
makes sense.
for their crackers?
Yes. Can I get some of the rooster sauce? Can
so
I get?
rooster
Somebody said today. Can I get some of that Chinese one? I was like,
Wow.
okay, sriracha.
I just want to go
There you
there
go,
and
that
do
one.
all this to Aubrey now. So Aubrey works at Baytown, in case y'all didn't know, which is seafood, right?
So everyone go there and ask for
Ask
butter
for
crackers.
butter.
yeah, and
Butter your cracker.
dude, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Come on
I'm gonna
down
be
to
like,
Baytown,
I'm gonna
we'll
ask for
butter
butter
your
for my
cracker.
crackers,
And Kristen's gonna look at you like, what?
and I'm gonna ask you to butter my
Butter.
cracker. I'm like,
Slouch.
Dude, can
I'm
you
gonna go-
imagine?
I'm gonna go in
standing
there-
at your table.
Yeah.
I open up a pack. I like. I put my gloves on.
Can you make me little cracker sandwiches with
Both
butter?
sides. You want me to butter both
yeah,
sides?
just salt bay it, you know, like get the crackers out, you know, just whatever.
Crumbled
and,
up
and
crackers.
butter my fucking cracker, dude. Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Butter my fucking cracker.
If
What a line.
if that isn't the name of this video title,
It'll
I'm gonna
be
be very upset.
it'll be the name of the podcast. Butter my fucking cracker.
Batter my
I hope
fucking
all you
cracker.
butter eating people with your crackers at Baytown are listening.
You crackers in your butter.
It angers us.
Dude, for real, I'll be like, go ahead and give me some of that Chinese ching chang sauce. You know what I'm talking about? You know, just,
You know, for the longest time, I didn't even like put it together that it was like Asian. I thought it was
Yeah.
Mexican. I thought
What are you talking
sriracha-
about? It's
I thought it was
covered.
a Mexican thing for the longest time, and then I was like, they started saying the Chinese rooster sauce, and I was like, huh, what? And then I like look at the bottle, it's fucking Chinese.
Yeah, it's
That's
covered in
what I
Chinese
know.
symbols.
I know, never knew, because you know
Oh.
Mexicans love that shit.
yeah, because it's hot sauce. We like hot shit.
Depends on the sauce. Depends on the hot
What
sauce.
gets me is when they ask for sriracha for like their gumbo. I'm like, that's not the type of hot sauce you put.
Sriracha
in
and gumbo? I mean, I could see it working a little bit. I mean,
Sounds good.
don't know.
I would try it.
just because like gumbo's like
We're
a
not.
Cajun
Don't
dish.
ask for
Yeah.
crackers and
Huh.
butter. Don't ask for butter and crackers.
I never would ask for butter and crackers.
No.
Lies.
I would never want butter and crackers mixed together in a
Funny-
tight, cute little sandwich. Cheese and crackers, sure.
With the little
Oh.
drop of sriracha.
A little, one tiny droplet in the middle of the butter.
Yep.
On the cracker.
Y'all are giving people
That
ideas
sounds
here.
like
Y'all are giving people-
someone who's really doesn't have a lot
That
of
is a
money.
real struggle.
Are they asking for lemons, sugar,
Yes,
and water at the same
extra
time?
lemons,
Oh, no.
Real sugar. They don't want the pink stuff. They need the real sugar.
We'll have 5 waters, a bunch of sugar packets, and a bunch of lemons. Thank you.
Yep.
See, aren't y'all glad y'all don't gotta put up with this shit at sports?
Yeah.
Like y'all don't take orders there. Y'all just watch the chaos happen.
Sometimes I get people.
I mean,
if I'm working the floor, I'm like, hey, can you go get me a bucket? I'm not a waiter. Oh, you know, I saw you walking around. I thought you waited. No, man, I'm not a waiter. You sure you can't get me a bucket? I give you some money. Nah, man, go to the bar and go
Well,
get a
Andy,
drink.
if they offer money,
Just
the
take
answer
the
is
money and never
you always
come back.
ask how much.
eh,
That's because you don't know how much money. What if that guy was willing to give you $100 to go get a bucket?
I don't have time for that
Wow.
shit.
I have time for $100 though.
Technically, would you get in trouble if you did that?
Hell no, he wouldn't.
I don't think I would.
It's really just a
however,
tip,
but
right?
Depends.
Yeah.
Depends who's probably bartending.
yeah.
That's what I mean. I,
mean,
was like, the bartender
honestly-
just like, excuse me, a bucket
like
for
$100?
$100.
Yeah, you just split that.
Well, you'll split.
Tip them out, give them a little.
I would if I was bartending.
Like a
and-
20? Nah.
No,
Right in the
no
pocket.
And
way,
how busy
dude.
it is, because I can't be like, hey, can you get me a bucket?
I would
real
pop
quick?
it myself. I would pop it myself.
I don't like being everybody's way in the first place.
Nah,
Yeah.
I would be like, if that guy. So this is what I would do. If I was out there, like wiping tables down, and some dude goes, "Oh, I want a bucket," and I'd be like, and he had money. I'd be like, "Well, how much?" And if he says $100, I'd be like, "All right, cool." I would go, and I wouldn't even take his order. I would just get a bucket of whatever beer is easily accessible to me, put it in a bucket, put the ice, pop them all open, go give him there, be like, $100, please. And I don't care if he says, "Oh, I want a Budweiser." I don't care. He got Bud Light, $100. And I would just take his money, and that'd be in a transaction, because that's what he gets for not going to the goddamn bar like every
Just
fucking
give
body
him
else.
whatever he
And
wants.
that's the end of it.
I'm not easily swayed by money either. Working at 205, the lines we'd have out there, people
Yeah.
come out there
God,
and
they were trying to pay you off.
pay me off, and like, I'll give you 20, I'll give you 100.
In.
Andy, I don't know. If I was you, I'd be rich as fuck.
I would never set my morals to like, I'm not taking your money, asshole.
There's only one thing that sways me, and it's money.
You did it wrong.
I definitely have called somebody
Get it
out
wrong.
for giving me money, like going to the front of the line, like, hey, I'll give you $100 each for each person in your group. So that's $600. No, I'm not gonna give you $600. A fucking
6
back of the
people?
line, then, butthole.
6 people, $100. That would be on the line.
You want to be?
It
you want
depends.
to?
It
You want to show?
depends.
You want to show it off? Then show it off. Give me.
I'd be
$600.
like $100, and that girl flashes me. That's what I would say.
I've had girls flash me before to get in, and I've said, sure, come on in.
So it's not money, it's just
It's
titties.
So you're swayed by titties.
It was,
and not money.
it was after last call too. That was like,
After last call.
Wow.
can we just come in real quick? I was like, no, it's last call. I can't let anybody else in. They're like, we'll flash you. I was like,
Okay.
are you really going to flash me? And she's, woo. I was like, go ahead.
You're not
Well
gonna get
played,
drink.
ma'am. Well played.
Seen numerous cities outside of 205.
Dude, and you know what? That's one thing that kind of irks me about girls, is that they always have that option. Especially when it comes to other men. Like, they always get what they want. They just gotta use their little sex button, right? They're like, you don't think that? You don't think so?
I don't.
Aubrey,
where's
I
my
believe-
sex button.
I think most
show the
girls,
sex button.
Where's the sex button? Haven't been
or
able
just
to find
whatever,
it
whatever.
for years.
Aubrey, you'd be surprised what you can
I
get.
get absolutely nothing.
Have you ever offered to flash someone?
No.
Well, then that's why you got nothing. Why don't you try it? Good. Next time you go,
What?
next time you go
Come
to
on.
Dairy Treat, you're like, yo, I don't want to pay for my burger. How about I just flash you?
My
Maybe
nephew
it might
works
work.
there. That would be very
Oh
inappropriate.
no! Don't do it to your nephew.
That
Just
would be
anyone
very
else.
inappropriate.
Anyone
Yeah.
else.
Anyone
Girl,
else?
your
Anyone
aunt's
else?
over here showing
Go
her
to the
titties.
other dairy treat where he doesn't work at, right? Duh.
Smart
Dude,
move.
I'm not gonna lie. I do it behind the bar. Some girls are like, "Can I have a free shot?" I'm like, "For a titty." That's literally my go-to line. For a titty, one shot for a titty. And you'd be surprised how many girls are like, bloop.
One
And I'd be like,
titty.
and I'd be like, all right, what do you want? Like, I'd be like, add that to our tab, Mikey. Let's go. Like,
Add it to her titty tab. Oh my god.
Does it literally say titty tab on it?
It should.
Yeah, normally it's like for the boys or the boys. Like, because we're just boys being boys behind the bar. Like, you can't blame us for it. Like, like.
You're about to
Yeah,
get in trouble.
maybe.
You're about to
Maybe. Am I going to get in trouble? I
Be like,
can't.
hey, it was for a booby.
It was for a movie. I
movie.
mean, we're paying for the shot. Like we, she wanted it free. To her, it's free, but we put it on our boy tab or whatever. Because me and Mikey will take shots here and there sometimes, not all the times.
Yeah.
Normally, if we get there early, we'll drink, take a couple shots before we get on. Even though that's frowned upon, we still do it. We don't care, But no, for real, that's a common thing. Like, I don't know why girls ask for free shots, thinking they're just gonna get one for free. Like, nope, I need something of value, something, either money or I don't know, memory. I get titty memory. I don't know, just
A titty memory.
whatever it is. I don't know why. I'm just all like, give me a titty. But I'm saying, guys can't do that. That's what I'm saying. Girls have that option.
You could never flash your dick at a bartender
Yeah.
and be like, sure, have a drink on me.
Yeah.
No.
It only works one way. It only works one way. And I'm saying, girls always have
I don't
that
know.
option.
If I was a bartender, I'd be like, go for it.
Let's see what
Oh,
you pack.
really?
Wouldn't give you a shot. Just
What would you give him?
wow.
Then? What would you give him for a dick flash?
Probably nothing.
Nothing. You would just be a spectator.
Yep.
You'd just be like, oh, you would just pretend not to like it then. You look at it and be like, meh.
Eh.
And you walk away, and the guy would be like, oh, god damn.
Average.
No, below average, and walk away.
That doesn't deserve
What
a
a
shot.
pedestrian penis.
Doesn't deserve a shot.
Doesn't.
And
yeah.
then you go home because you realize, wow, my penis is nothing to this woman. My night is ruined.
They just destroyed that guy. My dick's not even
Never
worth a
comes back
Miller
to the
Lite.
bar and asks for a free shot.
You know what?
We don't need this type of people.
You're
Dude,
right.
I hope not too many people watch this one because now they're gonna see it and all the girls are gonna be like, "Yo, we can drink for free at Dodge. We just got to show titties, titties."
Going in.
But what if they just come in
Going
and start flashing without asking for a shot?
Then that doesn't work.
And then you're
We
like,
got- we gotta
thanks.
negotiate first. We
Yeah.
have to negotiate first.
The terms must be laid out
For
first.
sure, 100%. Yes. Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie. I judge. I look at them. I'm like, "What do you got? B cup? No, pass. $6. I'll do it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in the seat of power. I could judge.
You are the titty overlord.
I mean, I always do it. Speaking of power, I always felt like the door staff had all the power in the bar. What do y'all think about that?
They can to a degree.
A lot of customers think that. They come in and they're like, "Oh, am I still banned?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's not my call." They're like, "Yeah, it is." I'm like, "No, it's not."
No, they're right.
I
It
can
is.
ban
It is your
you.
call. It totally is your call. Well,
No.
hold on. Let's take a break, and we're gonna get back after this break about this conversation of power.
Okay.
Because this is a thing that I've always wanted to talk about. We'll be right back, guys. Hey there. I just want to take a second to thank you for watching the Elite4 podcast. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe because that really helps our channel grow. And if you're feeling extra generous, share us with a friend. Tell your mom about us. Tell anyone. We greatly appreciate you here at Elite4. Now back to the podcast. All right, welcome back to the E4 podcast. So before the break, we were talking about who has the power in the bar environment. And I've always said the door staff does. The bouncers do. Specifically, the bouncers do. I'm not talking about the girl at the register at the door. I'm talking about the bouncers have all the power because they control who comes into the bar, right?
Yes.
So that right there just sets the tone for having the power. I always said that bartenders, if there was paths in the bar industry, the bartender going bar back to bartender, that's the money path. But the power path is the door staff to the manager spot, the operations side of things. Those are the what I call the power path. What do y'all think? Do y'all ever feel like y'all are in power at sports?
I mean, to an extent. I mean, you say the power path is bouncer to management.
Mm-hmm.
We still have to follow, the manager's rules on it. So it's
Yeah.
yes, we're in charge of who comes in and who doesn't. But like I kind of touched on earlier, if someone's banned, I can't unban them. That's not my call,
But what if you don't like them?
If I don't like somebody, I'm still gonna let them in.
They're not bad, but
I will,
you've had.
I will tell them I don't like them. I've said that plenty of times at 205. I don't like you. Let me see your ID so you can get in the bar already.
Yeah.
Just
Yikes.
talk shit to them, pretty much.
I literally had no.
There's plenty of people I can't stand that come into sports, but
Yeah.
But they're not banned. So.
but I'm like, I'm just like
So
ID.
you never abuse the power to your own personal preference on who you let in or
There's
out.
very few people that I hate enough that if they came in, I'd be like, you can't come in.
Yeah, you don't want them around.
Like, and it's
Yeah.
like a list of like 1 or 2 people.
All right, what if it was? Let me just pick y'all's brains. I'm just curious, because I've never worked like bouncer. I think I worked the door at Cactus one time on my day off because someone called in, and literally I wasn't bouncing. I was just fucking checking IDs and putting on wristbands. You know, that's all I was doing all night. But it got me thinking though. That night got me thinking, like, if I really didn't like someone, I could just be like, oh nope, sorry, at capacity. And like, you know, you look behind me, there's like 12 people in the bar, like, sorry, not letting you in. Like, you know, just like, not happening. Because like, also like, you know, a spot like where I work at Dodge, like, we don't have managers at Dodge.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know, Carlos is the owner. He's not there that much. I very rarely see Carlos there. So really the bartender is the one in charge. And the bartender's busy making drinks. So, like, if someone just doesn't come in, then they're not going to fucking know about it, right? They're like, nope, you're banned. Sorry, get out of here. And they're like, oh, bullshit. And then they fucking just leave. But with that, I mean, like, what we were talking about earlier is you can also take money, right? So whenever y'all hit capacity, you know, a line forms up. I mean, if someone offered me $100 to get in, I'd be like, yep. Get out. Here you go, sir. Like, let
We
me see your
found room for
ID.
you.
All right, get in. $100. And if anyone else complained, I'd be like, you got $100? Anybody? Any money at all? Nope. Then wait your fucking turn. And that's how I would be as a door staff. And I don't think y'all, I don't know, use y'all's expertise to judge me. Do y'all think that is a bad door person, or am I an okay door person?
I mean,
No, that's questionable. I'm like, wait a minute.
Definitely. Yeah.
Andy has a lot more experience with actual lines forming. We are very rarely like at capacity at sports.
Right? What's the capacity there?
250, I believe.
It's a little
Two?
bit higher than that, but we stick to
Maybe
250 in
okay.
case the count's off.
I think we had a line at sports one time.
Really?
Several times, but it was that was mostly when we were at our half capacity
Yeah.
because of COVID.
for COVID.
Well, even before that, there was a night where I worked the door at sports. Where
I
we
think it
had
was
a line.
timeline.
This is when people come
No.
in
It
there
was like a-
all
it
at
was
the
like a
same
regular-
time.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I get
Right.
it because y'all check the IDs, so of course a line might form whenever
Yeah.
a bunch of people come in at one time.
But at 205, you know, there'd be lines, and
God.
I didn't
Y'all
care who
really-
you were. You could be Jesus Christ for all I could care. You're gonna wait in line like
Yeah.
everybody else.
Yeah.
So no amount of money would get them in beforehand.
I didn't want to like give him that look at me, I got money, I could go in this bar anyway. Like, no, you're nobody to me. You would go to that back of that line. You're gonna wait like everybody else. Even then, 205, the people fucking hop that fence anyway, so I can't do anything about that.
Oh, yeah.
But most of the time, I would never take money from anybody. I'd like, no, back of the line, go ahead. There's only like the few rare exceptions I would let like really good regulars in.
Okay.
Like
The regulars, yeah,
like
for-
super like this guy, he's cool. Come on in.
Or the social media manager.
Yeah, we had somebody who would come in who was a regular. I love her to death. She's a friend. She would come in when there was a line. I'd be like, go to 27 side. Look at it. Hey, how come she gets to go in?
Everybody's all
How come she gets to go in?
losing
Oh,
their
she works on social
minds.
media. She works here. She gets to go in.
the social
Yeah.
media.
And she doesn't do anything for the bar.
Yeah.
I just like, I love her. She can come in. We love her. But when it comes to like the lines we had, I would maybe one time someone gave me some money when I really needed some cash for something. Someone came, but most of the time I'd be like, nah, man, go. Especially like around like Boot Fest time.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I hated Boot Fest, right? Because always assholes who want to go in. Right, when Boot Fest ends, they want to come in there and watch the fireworks, or someone's in there. I've turned away so many people because
God,
of
dude.
money. I think I made a member of the Cumbia Kings mad.
Oh,
That's I
my.
remember that story.
Because-
The Cumbia Kings?
Yeah.
Somebody. It wasn't. What's his name? AB. It wasn't AB. AB's
Okay.
really cool, by the way. Hey, AB. It was like some member. He brought like a bunch of people with them, and one of them didn't have their ID. And I was like, no. Do you know who I am? No. I'm a member of the Cumbia Kings. Don't know what that is, brother.
Don't know what that is.
My God, brother.
I don't listen to Tejano music, man. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are or where you come from, man. Oh, so you're not gonna let us in? Nah, man. Go back to your wherever, your bus, van, whatever, and go get an ID, come back, man. Simple as that. And then they all just stormed off and flipped me off. I was like, fucking later, whatever.
Cumbia this dick.
Damn.
Yeah, really. I think. But there's some country singer that came in that was like, he didn't have his ID. I was like, all right, you're cool. I guess I'll let you. And I forget what's his name. Hard Man to Love guy.
Hard
Man to Love.
Ew, stop. I don't like country music.
Wow.
I can't even sing that.
Plays at Schrader a lot.
Scott
probably.
Taylor?
Scott Taylor?
Oh,
I
maybe.
think that's his name. I don't remember.
I don't know. I can't say who
He
that is.
came in.
I'm gonna look it
I
up.
know what song you're talking about, though.
Who
I
sings it?
recognize that name though.
Tito
Who
Ortiz,
sings it?
when he was in town for the MMA fight, one of his guys didn't have an ID. I was like,
Tito?
come on in, Tito. You're cool.
Right? I know you, man.
You're Tito.
So there's a little bit of your personal preference that
And he
gets
was
involved in
very
judgment.
cool to me. He shook my hand.
Okay,
Nice
all
to
right.
meet you. I was like,
Kevin
yeah, come on
Fowler.
in.
Kevin Fowler, yeah.
There you
I was
go.
like, wait.
Because I think he played Boot Fest one year, and he
Yeah,
came
he
up
did.
to a 5, and he was like, I don't have an ID. I was like, I know who you are, kind of. Yeah, go ahead, come on in, whatever.
Kevin Fowler.
But
I
most
don't
of the
know
time, I'm
any
like, no
country
ID?
singers.
Nah, you can't come in. Go somewhere else. Take your shit elsewhere. Go to...
Nah, man. So, I mean, I applaud you for being, like, strict on your moral code because, I guess it says a lot about you. I guess I'm just easily corruptible is my thing, right? I mean, $100 to me is $100. Even
Money.
20. Like, money, like, for real. Like, some girls all like, Miguel, I don't have my ID.
Titty
and
or
if
money?
I
What
know
you
you're
got?
over
Which
21,
one? You got
I'd
titty
be like,
or
yeah, what
money?
do you got? A titty or a $20 bill? What do you got? Like,
Titty or 20? Titty.
Titty or 20s, baby. Like, let's go. Like, how much you want to drink tonight?
Good regulars, I don't need to check your ID. I know
Yeah,
who
for
you
sure,
are.
for sure,
I know
right?
you're gonna act right. I don't have to. I would let you in come. But people I don't know who don't. Nah, man.
But no, so I guess what I was saying earlier is, so being able just to do that, just kind of like gives y'all the power to control the flow who goes in. But again, there's a capacity, right? But like that's a loose term most of the time. I think at Cactus we had a capacity of 650 was our capacity. And we would hit that capacity pretty regularly.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes for no fucking reason. It would just be a Saturday, and I would look at the door, and I would see that line going around back, and I would ask the door staff later on that night. I'd be like, because you would know for overcapacity. You could tell,
Yeah.
right, when it's fucking assholes at elbows in there, and we didn't care. Once you hit a certain point in the bar, if you're in the weeds, you're in the fucking weeds. Who cares how thick those weeds are? We just know we're gonna till 2:00. We're gonna be in the weeds.
Yeah.
End of fucking story. So like I'd be like, I'll go to the door guys and be like, yo, did y'all make any side cash today? And they'd be like, shit. And literally they would make more money than us. And during the glory days at Cactus, like we were making $400, $500 a
Yeah,
night
like, as
every Friday, Saturday. Like that's what
Yeah.
we'd make. But they would be
Door
like,
guys are like, I got
door
6.
guys, cha, just because they let guys in when it's capacity and they're waiting in
Paying.
line and they just call out, hey, $20, and they'll be like, one per person, $20 per person, boom, boom, boom. So a group of 5 people, that's $100 right there. Get in.
So pretty much that's what was happening at Ricardo's. There was a security guy that was always at the front, and
Well, you
people
could
would
pay to
just
skip
pay
the
him
line, yeah.
extra. Yeah, people would pay him extra, and
What do you
he'd
mean?
be like,
Are
that
you
goes
saying-
straight in his pocket.
you're saying
like,
that
they'd
they're
have a
at
separate
capacity?
line that
No.
was just
They just they just had a big line, and it's
They'd be like, if you want to get in faster,
They just were not
give
quick
me
on letting people in.
$20.
You mean talking about just having like a flash pass?
Pretty
I was
much.
seeking the same thing.
you could actually walk straight up
Flash
to the entrance
Yeah.
and just
You'd be like, here's.
I think it was
and then you paid
45
$15
total.
to get in. Like,
So
yeah, you'd pay 20.
You paid $20 a cut.
Give the door guy
$15 to get in.
$20, and then you still pay to get in.
Yeah.
Or wait in that line and pay $15 just to get in.
I mean, if
I know that man had to
spend
made
that money,
so much money.
Yeah.
Because everybody would skip the line.
Kudos to him. Kudos to that guy
Dude.
for creating his own fucking business there. Like a business within business.
I can't
That's what
even
that is.
imagine how much money.
Probably a few $100s every night, at least.
I never paid to go in there because I would just go there when Johnny was working, and I'd be like, "Hey man, can you get me in?" I'd just text him and be like, "Yeah, I'll send Josh up to get you."
Right on. I never went. I never went to Ricardo's. I've actually never been to the Goat either.
I mean, I went there twice, and once was after we closed, back when we were closing at midnight because of COVID. And we were,
yeah.
I think me and a bartender went to Dodge, and they were like, "You want to go check out Ricardo's?" And we ended up going to Ricardo's.
Been to Ricardo's
I was gonna
once.
say, I feel like maybe I saw you in there one of those times.
No, I hate it because
Yeah.
I was like hanging out on stage with Johnny, and then I'd go to smoke a cigarette, and it takes me 10 minutes to get through the crowd to get outside, and it's packed out there. I'm just trying to find a little corner to smoke a cigarette, and then it takes me 10 minutes to get back in, and I'm just like, this sucks.
There was one night that I went, and I wasn't like there with anyone specifically, but I knew that I was gonna see people that I knew. So I'm in there. Weirdly, I'm not like seeing any of the people I thought I was gonna see. So I'm just standing there chilling, and some guy like from across the room was staring at, like, mean mugging me, and was like, looked like he wanted to fight me. And I was just like, what did I do? I don't even know you. And then the night went on. I was like, I think this guy, because he came up to me, he just started talking, but like ugly talking, and I was like, dude, I don't even know you. I don't know you, and I'm not. I don't know why you're attacking me right now, but I was just like, all right, this is weird. I gotta get out of here. I'm not really with anyone. There's this man's about to try to fight me. But then it turned out I like ran into him a few days later at another bar, and I was like, dude, why were you trying to fight me? Like, I don't know you. Do you know me? And he's just like, I'm so sorry. I don't know you. I don't know why I was trying to fight you. I thought maybe you were someone
So
else. I don't know.
a dude
And I'm
was
all,
trying
"What?"
to fight you?
He was a gay man.
A gay man was trying to fight you.
Yeah, I just was like, what? He came up to me and just started talking shit. And I was like, dude.
If y'all did
what?
fight, could you take him?
No.
What?
I don't know.
Where's your confidence?
I don't know.
That was
I
that
don't
was
know.
real. That was a quick answer. I was like, Jesus.
I'm not a fighter.
Hit him in the dick. Fuck it.
Hey,
Okay, I mean, that's all I got.
to be fair, neither am I. But in the bouncer, we've had the fight a few times. You know,
That's actually a good segue right there.
Yeah,
Golly.
yeah. So how do y'all handle fights?
try our best not to
Just not do it.
de-escalate the situation the best we can. But
Yeah.
sometimes, you have to.
It depends on what the
Girl, I
situation
don't want to fight
is.
you, man. I don't want to
okay.
fight you.
Yeah.
If like we
Chill
see
out.
it happening, we'll go kind of break it up, and depending on how severe it is, we'll let them stay or we'll kick them out. But then when the fights actually happen, we're trying to break it up and then also see who all's involved, because we got to kick everybody out that's involved. That's like
Yeah.
our policy. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, it's good policy.
doesn't matter if you got hit and didn't swing at all. Like everyone's got to go.
Yeah,
At that point.
because there's always room for retaliation there
Yeah.
later, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So, like,
Right?
we'll-
Just let them
we'll
right
get
back
one-
in, and they all start
yeah.
fighting other people.
We'll let one group out. We'll give it like a couple minutes, then we'll push the other group out.
yeah,
Or individuals, whatever it is.
yeah, that's the way to do it.
And the worst thing we've had, Andy was the worst recipient of that.
Oh yeah, some dude punched me in the face like last year, so it was great.
The Mexican Terminator.
You took a hit.
Yeah, it was fun.
He was on parole, right?
Yes, he was on parole.
Apparently, like we found out later, him and his buddy just love going around looking for fights.
Oh,
His buddy got in a fight
The
at Rumor that
worst.
same
They,
night.
they came in the sports. They were talking shit to some regular
Yeah.
who also likes to start kind of some shit, and
He gets away with it.
yeah. So we're like, hey, this guy's got to go. So we try to Tim tries to go up there and kick him out, and he's fucking just big ass Mexican.
Yeah, he's like taller than me.
He tries to hit Tim, and I go around and try to choke him. That's my go-to move. Is trying to
He
choke
said,
somebody
just
out.
tap out.
Yeah.
Just tap out.
And he just happened to get in my chokehold, and he fucking nailed me down like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, he
Oh
like shoved him
my.
over the pool table, and then were you floor or bar back that night?
I think it was the floor.
Yeah, because our bar back comes out and he's trying to help, but it's like prison style. Everyone's holding
Oh
us while he's
Oh,
hitting Andy on the
shit.
ground.
No.
And then he got a few hits in. Andy jumps up and he's like, "I'm still standing."
Hell yeah.
Everybody just like they kind of left after he got his hits in, and then we pushed everybody out. They ended up fighting at Rumors later that night.
Dang. All the nights I've been to sports and never
Would
never
be the first
caught
time I
that.
got punched in the face, though, so
Yeah.
it's not a big deal.
Because of breaking up a fight?
yeah, at 205, I got hit a few times at 205.
Damn.
I can't remember.
Was there?
It's
Were
not
you-
super
that was
common at
that night.
sports
Do you
anymore,
remember?
really.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like,
was that night?
have
No, I
things
know,
calmed
but do you
down, like,
remember
as far
that
as
night?
fights go?
Dude,
I mean,
you're all.
since
Go back
I've
inside
been
of that
there,
drink. And he's
I
just
guess a lot
like,
of people just know me now,
What?
and I'm cool with most of our regulars.
Dude, no, it's
So
funny.
a lot of people
I mean,
are just like, they don't want to start
it's a
shit there.
funny
They want to
thing
be
now
able to
to
come
me.
back in because I
Really
have a
choked them
pretty
out.
solid policy about
know.
stuff. You know, if you do a certain thing, all right, you're banned for like 2 months, and then you can come back.
man.
And you know, my boss is fine with that. But then other stuff, it's most people like, and they bitch about getting banned. I'm like, you know what you did? You know how long you're gone? Stop
Yeah.
coming in, or you're gonna be banned.
Yeah.
About to
And
call the cops.
we've banned enough people to where we've gotten a lot of the worst people out of there. So now it's just kind of like our normal regulars, and for the most part, it's generally good.
Shoot, I thought I was somehow. There was one night where I was like, I don't know. I think I pissed off somebody. And I was like, I hope I can still go in there. I hope I show up and they're not like.
Did you fight somebody?
No, I just was.
At sports?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was just one night I was just a little too far gone.
A little too far gone.
I don't think I've ever had an issue with you there.
No. Not
Cool.
anywhere.
I'm all cool. I'm not
Yeah.
banned. Got it.
You might just be overthinking
Literally, I was
that.
afraid to go back in there because I was like, I done pissed off some people. I feel
Nah,
like.
you're just in your own head. So like at one of the previous bars I used to work at, Cactus being one of the main ones, we used to have fights pretty often.
Yeah.
Just because when you have so many people there, it's bound to happen.
All ages.
Yeah,
Like,
all ages,
Young.
different walks of
super
life.
young,
Like
yeah.
it was just like it's bound to happen. And I remember like my first couple fights, I was real nervous about breaking up, but like it just depends. Like at Dodge is a little different because there's only one bouncer by himself, right? And then if like the bartender's a female and the waitress is a female,
Yeah.
then it's pretty much that bouncer versus everybody else in that fucking bar,
Yeah.
which can be real scary, right?
Oh, yeah.
But at
Ew.
Dodge, we had floor staff, we had door staff, like bouncers and floor staff as well. So whenever a fight broke out, there was like 3 or 4 dudes to help like break up things. Like at Dodge, it's scary just because if you're the only guy there, then you got to break up a fight, which I never recommend bouncers doing that. Whenever a fight breaks out at Dodge, I'm just like, yo, hold on, like let's wait till things calm down. These dudes are over here throwing punches like fucking crazy.
That's what I mean.
Let's-
Like, what do? You just like, you really gotta
it's
just
hard-
run
it's
in
hard to-
there and like throw your
It's
body
hard.
in
Now
and
you don't want
shit.
to do that because I don't want to injure no one on our staff, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, being part of the staff, my other staff members come first. Their safety comes first. So whenever things pop off, like the argument stuff happens and people get into each other's faces, sometimes I just make the call and I just kick them out. Just because I know, like, if this guy says one more fucking thing wrong, then a fight's going to start and then we're going to have to break up a fight. I was like, I'd rather just kick them both out and just wash our hands of it.
Yeah.
And then they go somewhere else and fight somewhere else. Like, fuck it. Like, sucks to be them, but whatever. But sometimes we make that call at Dodge. It just depends on how bad it is, or like if we know the people that actually did it. If we can tell one side doesn't really want to fight and they're being real defensive, then we're like, y'all can stay. Y'all just, you stay on this side of the bar. Y'all stay on that side of the bar. But it's tough. It's doing the whole like breaking up fights is real tough because most bars don't want you striking people, right? Like
Yeah.
you're only allowed to subdue people, which is kind of real hard
You
to
ever tried
do.
throw a punch while you were
Did I?
rustling around?
I've thrown a punch. Somebody threw a punch at me, but most of the time I try to choke him out because that's
Yeah.
just like
That's
that'll
Yeah.
get him going.
See,
Yeah.
and that's what we were taught too. Most of the time, you want to put them like either like in an arm bar
get
or
'em
like
down.
a chokehold.
Oh, I have
just to like
I
get
have
them
an
to
arm
stop
bar story.
fighting.
God,
and-
but can you imagine like you're just sitting there trying to like
Where is that scar at?
put someone down and then their friend just comes behind you and just whacks you in
It
the
happens.
head like
It happens.
What
So
the
like
hell?
that's where the other staff comes involved. So like at Cactus, for instance, whoever was first on the scene would work on breaking up the fight, right? And
the
then
other
whoever
person's,
were
like,
the later
watching.
ones, we would call it crowd control.
Yeah.
Like we would tell everyone, get back, because it would happen a lot. Like, like homeboy gets to a fight and his friend's getting a beer from the bar. He comes back, sees this dude like,
yeah.
getting fucking subdued by one of the staff. He's like, hey, get off my boy, and boom, not really knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
But it was part of crowd control, whoever's on crowd control, which normally was me, because at Cactus, either I was bartending or bar backing. So the floor staff and bouncers would be the first ones there. By the time I'm done doing my shit, get to the fight, it's already being subdued, and I'm just like, all right, crowd control. People get back, make room. They're gonna kick these people out, and then we'll drag them out and throw them out.
Yeah.
But like I was, like I said, the safety of my staff members came first. Like customers a close fucking second, but still. But and it's whatever. We just try to get those people out.
Yeah.
I will say, guys, let me ask y'all, what's worse, girl fights or guy fights?
Girls.
Girls?
Girls, you have to pry them apart, and they have iron grip on each other's hair. It's the biggest pain in the ass in the world. Guys, they'll still try to swing at each other around you, but once you get them apart, you can usually get one group out real quick. Girls, they're fucking glued to each other.
Yeah, because I feel
Andy,
like
what do you
girls
think?
aren't
You
like
agree
worried
with
about the
that?
consequences.
Girl fights are probably the worst because, like I said, they grab their hair. They won't leave. They always talk shit the entire time.
Yeah, like they don't
Sometimes
stop.
guys will get into a fight.
They're like, we got to get out of here,
We gotta
man,
get out of here,
before
we
the
gotta
cops
go.
show up. We got to go.
Yeah, sometimes the girls
Yeah.
fight and they don't go. It takes forever to get them out
They're
of the
like,
bar.
the cops can grab
I think
us.
it's-
They can take us away. We're not stopping.
I 100% agree with y'all. Girl fights are the worst ones for multiple reasons for me. One is I feel like they see red the whole time. Like
Probably.
they just fucking, they don't black out, they like red out, right? They just like a fucking bull is raging. And they lock up. And dude, I remember there was times to where we were trying to break these two girls up, and it's happened multiple times, different girls of course, and they're locked up in each other's hair, and we're just all like, all right, we're gonna count to 3. If y'all don't let go, then we're gonna pull y'all apart, and we'll just be like 3, 2, 1, and literally I'll have one girl, and the bouncer would have the other girl, and we
Ripping
just
hair.
whoop, and literally there would be clumps of hair on the ground.
Ew.
But they just didn't want to let go of each other. They're just like, and they're literally like locked up, like fucking, like two rams that fucking hit each other, like just head to head, like they're just locked up. Now I remember, dude, I feel bad for this one girl, but thinking back, I don't feel that bad. Is girls are also bad for me because they scratch.
Yeah.
Like, whenever you
Yeah.
break up a fight, if it's guys, they kind of know, oh, the fight's been broken up. I'm not going to swing on the staff, right? With girls, it's like you break them up, and she's like, get your hands off me. And
Yeah.
she starts slapping me and fuck whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to do my job.
Don't
y'all-
fucking
y'all
touch
do
me.
whatever.
Slapping and
Don't
scratching.
fucking touch me.
And this
Yep.
one girl was just really too much for me. And it was a pretty big fight. It was a big fight, and this girl was slapping me and scratching me, and we just so happened to be at the fire exit at Cactus. And we were in the back right corner of the club, and there was like a little door that there was no door handle to get in. There was a one-way door for fire exit. And literally, I picked that girl up over my shoulder,
Just threw
opened
her
that
out
door,
the
just
door.
threw her out, shut that door, and I was like, there's one person I don't fucking worry about now. And like, I know she probably landed kind of rough, but I mean,
literally threw
she did. I mean, like it was like blah, and I, close the door. I still heard her fucking yelling through the door, so I knew
Yeah.
she was fine, right? She didn't hurt herself or break a leg or nothing. She was fine, but she had to definitely walk around the building and get to the front, right?
Said
But
blah.
it was like I had to, because I was like, why are you fucking attacking me, like bitch, blah, like,
Get out.
yeet, like yeet that girl right out.
You're holding me back from fighting this girl that I don't like even more. How could
Yeah.
you do this to me?
Right.
That's all it is.
I mean, the main part of it is like usually I can insert myself between a fight,
Yeah.
and most 99% of people are going to stop at that point. You can't do that when they're locked
Can't.
with that iron grip on their hair. You can't get between them. So I got to get my arms in there and kind of start pushing them apart, which is not as easy as just
Right?
me
'Cause
stepping
then they're
between them.
still just, like,
If I step between
going
you, what
for
are
it.
you going to do? You're either going to hit me or you're going to try to go around me, and I'm not going to let you do that.
Yeah.
But the girls, you can't do it because they immediately grab hair,
Yep.
and it's the most irritating thing in the world.
Yeah, I
It's
don't,
rough, dude.
I don't like fighting.
Do y'all have any just really crazy just altercations that happen? I want to talk about
The one I brought up
Which one? The one
with the Mexican Terminator was probably the worst.
The worst one?
The worst
For him, maybe.
fight at sports.
at sports, maybe.
yeah.
Whenever he was punching you, the Mexican Terminator.
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad then. That wasn't too bad.
Dude, I got up and fucking went back to washing dishes right
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've had a night when I worked, our bar back quit on us. We had 2 female bartenders, and I had to kick out this dude who, and it was over the stupidest thing because, we have the hat rule at sports.
The hat rule. What's that?
You got to wear your hat
Yeah,
forward.
Can't wear it
Oh, you can't
backwards.
wear your hat backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
And-
Fred Dursting it.
Most people are fine with it. Some people forget frequently, whatever. This guy was just being a dick about it. And he's there with like 10, 11 other people, and I go to kick him out. It's just me. It's just me and 2 girls. I go to kick him out.
Wait, do you kick him out because of his hat?
Because that was like the 4th or 5th time I told him.
Oh.
I'm like,
he kept turning it
backwards.
backwards.
And I'm like, I'm not going to keep telling you.
Yeah.
So, you know, I go to kick him out, but he wants to dab up all of his homies before he leaves. I'm like, nah, man, come on, let's go. And I grab his beers from him, and he's getting real pissed off at this point. And then his girl's trying to pull him out. Mm-hmm. And I walk over to put the beers down for a second so I can go grab him. And when I set the beers down, he throws a pint glass at my head.
A pint glass?
And it went past me, and it hit right at the counter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was up where that step is by the vending machine. Like, I was right there, and I, bent over to put the beers down.
Oh, what the
and that pint glass flew past my head.
Pint glass.
And at that point, his girl's like dragging him off that big step right there and then pulling him out.
Oh my god.
Dude, that dude is lucky he didn't fucking hit you, dude.
What?
What would have happened if he hit you, Tim? What would have happened?
Do you think he would have knocked you out?
If
It landed.
if I were still conscious, I would have been very angry at that point.
At that point.
Would
guy-
you have
Andy,
started
were
swinging?
you there, Andy?
No, I don't think I was there that
Oh,
night.
damn.
Would you-
No, no one was there. It was me.
Yeah, and the 2
and
girls.
2 female bartenders. No
Yeah.
bar back, no floor guy.
So dangerous.
Would you
dude.
have started swinging if it had made contact?
Probably
and
not
you were
swinging. I probably
conscious?
would have tackled him.
You would have just taken him the fuck.
took him to the ground?
I use my advantage.
Yeah. Hell
It's a
yeah.
big guy. You don't want him on top of you. He farts on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're really dead.
You're really fucking dead.
I've seen it.
Suffocation.
I never had anything bad at 205 other than that. If I can think of all the times at 205, I've had a bunch of like fights that I've had to break it up. I know. I was just thinking like I put a guy in an armbar one night and he bit my fucking
Oh
leg.
my god.
Is it that? Is it that scar? I think it's this scar right here.
He bit your leg?
Yeah, he bit my fucking leg because I put him in an armbar and he was crying in pain, so he didn't know what to do but bite my fucking leg. So he took a chunk out of my leg.
Oh, like took a piece out?
Yeah.
Like scarred.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. And
Did you get a tetanus shot?
no, it's fine. That was fun.
A rabies shot.
Rabies, yeah. I was like,
And
Yeah,
then
rabies.
there's the Marine story. I've told you that story before.
Oh, yeah. That's
The
a good
Marine
one.
story?
Marine story.
That's a good one.
This is around the holidays. I guess this family came in. This guy I guess he's home for the holidays, some Marine, and they have an underage. The Marine's girlfriend is like underage. I think she's like 19 or something like that.
Yeah.
And like, hey, can we come in? And like, check your ID. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, she can't come in. I'm sorry. Oh, well, he's with the military. You think you can, help us out a little bit? And, like, and I was like, no, man.
No, like that's a law. You can't come in
Wait,
the
is
bar.
it still a thing though if you're married?
It is. That's
Right?
people pull that shit all the time.
If you're
It's-
married to the person
But it's
that's
still
of
at the
age?
discretion of the owner.
Discretion of the business.
Okay.
So I like, no, man, I can't let you in. I'm sorry. So I think the dad goes in and talks to the owner, George.
Golly.
And George is very like, oh, well, yeah, sure, okay. Well, yeah, come on in. Just X her up. So I X her up. They go on in, and maybe 30 minutes later, George comes out and says, you X'd that girl up, right? I was like, yeah, I fucking X'd her up real good. Well, I could have sworn I was walking by her table, and her X's were gone.
Oh, shit.
I was like, do you want me to go in and check her hands? Yeah, come on in, go check her hands. So I go to the table and she has her hands kind of covered up. I'm like, let me see your hands real quick. They're gone. You can just see she washed them off from the bathroom. I was like, yeah, y'all gotta go, man. I'm sorry, y'all gotta go. You can't be doing that shit. Well, no, I just washed my hands. They're like, nah, that shit don't come off just barely washing your hands. Y'all gotta go. And the Marine just got pissed about it. Like, why you gonna kick yourself? Or you just let us in? I was like, because your girlfriend just fucking washed her X's off her hands. We let you in here. You're taking advantage of the situation. Get out. And that Marine tried to come at me. So I pushed this Marine all the way back towards the door at 207, and I fall on top of him. And then his dad tries to come on top of me.
Oh,
I
Lord.
get on top of the dad. And we have the constable. You got the constable?
Yes.
Yeah.
The constable's there, so he gets in there. So the Marine swings at the constable.
Oh my goodness.
Mistake.
He doesn't get him. I'm here choking out the dad. The girlfriend just books it, gets out of there.
I'm 19.
She's 19 to want to be part of this, right? So we fucking kick him out of there. We call the cops on him. And they're still talking shit to us the entire time. We
God
fucking
damn.
motherfuckers, you fuck. And then the constable's like, "Do you know who I am, motherfucker? I'm not some fucking security guard. I'm a fucking peace officer of Texas. You're a fucking Marine. You get dishonorable discharge for swinging at me like that if I want to press charge on you." And his fucking face just like, he shut up. He didn't say anything else for the entire time, right?
Dang.
Because he knew, like, I fucked up real good.
Yeah.
So the cops come. "Do you want to press charges on him?" He's like, "Get this piece of shit out of my face, man. I don't want to see you here again." So we just put a trespassing on him. And
Dang.
but think of, like, if that constable wanted to, like, fuck with that guy, he could just ruin his life.
I know what you're
right
talking
there.
about too. He's a nice guy too.
He is. He's such a nice guy.
He's very sweet.
Such a nice guy.
Actually, now that I think about it, like the worst thing that ever happened to me was that stuff at downtown. You remember that? Where
Which one?
where the lady tried to run over?
Oh, you were working the door at Downtown Bar and Grill?
Not the door. Me and my buddy, when they had hip hop shows there, we were basically we were just in charge of babysitting, making sure people weren't washing off their exes because it was 18 and up. This didn't happen at one of those nights, but you were working, I believe, when
I was working the door when
Mel or whatever her name was tried to run everybody over with her car.
she tried to run into the downtown with her car.
So like,
What?
there's more of a story there. I think she got kicked out, and then she was coming up to the door, and I'm holding it closed because I got buddies in there that want to beat the shit out of her.
Oh my god.
I'm not working. I'm just being a good customer because I went there all the time. She pees out front of the door, like on the ground.
Like she
Like,
pops a squat.
no, just spreads her legs and just starts peeing on the ground.
You saying that this girl is standing peeing
Yes,
like a boy?
like she just spreads her legs and just starts peeing, and
Ops,
then
can you do that?
No.
Can we
I mean,
not?
I've never tried.
Can we try?
Can you make sure?
Maybe.
like I'm trying to talk to her and like go, and she puts her finger down there and flicks piss in my face.
Oh no!
No, dude.
And the people I'm holding back are ready to just curb stomp her.
No.
So
How do you do that?
at that point, I'm like, you just signed your own death warrant, and then I get out of the way. And they go out there and they start wailing on her.
Oh my god.
And then she's there with one of her sons, and they
What?
One of her sons?
What?
Yes.
How old is this lady?
40 something at the time, I think. She has like 3 sons. I have another story about her at sports too, but
Oh my
she
god.
she ran off with her son, gets in her car. We're all outside, they're all still heated. She comes up and pulls up onto the sidewalk and tries to hit us all with her car. The constable came over and starts helping. My buddy, she tells the constable tells my buddy to go grab the keys from her son because he's trying to take off. So he
Holy
reaches in, grabs the
shit.
keys, and she's just like parked in the middle of the street at this time because she already backed up. And she ended up getting like dragged off to jail because the constable, I guess, like held her till the cops got there. And it's probably some of the most wild stuff I've dealt with.
That's fucking wild. And I don't know, man. That's some wild shit that like a girl will just do that. Just pee like out in the open
Lick
and
it.
then flick pee at
Lick
you.
it.
Oh, I mean,
Like,
And then be
Who
like, bring
does
it
that?
on.
the sports story is just as bizarre.
so same girl, same lady.
Yes, this was 4-5 years later, I think.
Oh my.
I'd been working at sports for like maybe a year or two. This is back when we still had live music there. Mm-hmm. This is when we had those punk and metal bands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
So they're up on the little stage area or the raised area, and they're playing. She came in, and I kind of didn't recognize her at this point. She looked like she'd been on a bunch of drugs,
A bunch of drugs.
like pockmarked everywhere.
Oh no.
Delicious.
And she comes in with another of her sons, who happens to be the boyfriend of one of my friends. So I'm cool with her, and he's never been a problem. I kind of didn't recognize her until later, but I was like, you know what? Because at that point I'd heard she was sober and stuff. So anyway, let her in. A couple hours go by. A band's playing. She's like trying to grab the singer's dick. She's rolling around on the ground, like under them, like
Oh my god.
and
You're all
apparently she had like
same
slammed
lady.
a couple pitchers. because someone was going up to get the beer, and she was just like slamming them.
She's all
The whole picture.
sober till I'm not.
I guess.
It was like two-handed, just like.
And she's just doing that, and then Michelle comes to get me. So I, go up there. We're trying to get her to leave. She's running around the band, making me chase her, and her son's trying to grab her to take her out. And her son's girlfriend is also like, "Come on, stop!" And she's like apologizing to me at the same time. Eventually, Michelle had to grab her by the hair.
Oh my
God,
And
she
starts
had to get
pulling
her own hands dirty.
No,
huh?
because like she just went dead weight on the ground and was just laying there. And we were trying to get her up, but she's just dead weight. So then she just starts dragging her. She finally gets back up. The son's trying to fight me at this point because now I'm mad. And the friend, my friend, is just like apologizing. We ended up shoving her out the back door, the door over there by the
By the
DJ booth.
stage.
Yeah.
Like because it was open because they were loading over there.
Okay. Yeah.
So like we ended up shoving her out, and that's when I
Never
learned
seen her
Michelle
again?
can scrap.
haven't seen
Yeah.
her since.
I have not
Go
seen her
Michelle, dude. Hell yeah.
We actually we both thought she had died.
Oh my.
Why?
When we remembered who she was, like we thought she had just like OD'd or something.
Okay.
Like we thought she had just
You're
like,
like, that's that lady from
Yeah,
downtown.
that
Bar and
girl's
Grill.
still alive. Like, oh shit.
That's the piss
and then we
flicker.
thought about it, we're like, oh no, that's her. And yeah, like we had legitimately thought she had died, and then she came in that night.
Maybe she rose from the grave.
She
can't-
came
That
back.
was some crazy zombie shit. I will say that.
Zombie
Came
shit.
know,
back.
dude. That
That's why
girl-
she was acting weird. She
That
was,
girl survives off of probably crystal meth and Miller
yeah.
Lite, dog.
That might have been what she was drinking. Yeah.
Keeps you
Slamming
alive.
pictures of Miller.
Slamming pictures, dude.
Oh man.
Because I think that was also another night where we didn't have any other male
Nobody.
people there. It was
Yeah,
just
it's
me.
tough, dude. It's tough being the bouncer, being the only bouncer, and being the only male staff member, dude. It's a lot of people don't recognize that as a tough spot, but it is.
It is. There is a lot more anxiety when we get really busy and
Yeah.
we're short staffed because we're like, if something pops off, especially like last night, we had 2 female bartenders and it's just me and Andy. Andy's back is a little bad. My shoulder wasn't feeling great, so it's like if something pops off, this is gonna suck.
Yeah. Like what would you do? Like I guess. So I mean,
We do keep a bat behind the bar, so
a
Dang.
baseball
Don't,
bat.
don't tell people the
Have it.
secret, bro.
we show it off.
We showed
What
up.
are you showing off,
Get the
weirdo?
bat.
If you fuck up, you get the bat. You know. Fuck, dude. I think I dodged. I think one time, I forgot what day it was, but I don't think I wasn't there. But I think it was during the week because I only work weekends. But they had to call the cops just because there was like no bouncer. Only had 2 females working the whole bar, and a fight broke out. And it's all like, what do you want to do? I'm like, yo, call the fucking cops. It's all you can do. It's all you can do at that point. But we've had to call the cops a couple times at Dodge, but not in a long time. So recently at Dodge, I would say fights, have gone down a lot. Like as far as how frequent they are. Like we haven't had a fight there in forever. It's been a good minute.
Knock on some wood.
Knock on some fucking wood, right? I need to because we at one point we were having like 2 fights a week.
Yeah,
And-
I do remember that. That was what like because that wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah, it was like maybe like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
It
it was
went-
Wednesdays. Wednesdays were
Yeah.
getting
Wednesdays
crazy.
we always had a fight on Wednesdays. Every fucking
Yeah.
Wednesday. Sometimes 2 fights on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
I remember
And
helping
then-
Ben out one time.
Somewhere on the weekend we would have a fight. And I think even it got to a point to where if a fight got bad enough, we would just have to close down for the night. Like I remember one time a fight happened. It was like 120, 130.
Oh yeah.
And like the fight was so big and destructive, there was like 3 or 4 fucking tables tossed over. There was like bar stools just laid over too, broken glass everywhere. And I remember just looking at Kendall like, holy shit! And all this happened in like 5 seconds, like because
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
like more. There was like 6
Dude.
people all fighting. So literally, like you just shit erupts. You're just looking at it like, oh shit! Like you're just fucking in 5 seconds, like half the bar is fucking demolished. People on the floor rolling around and on broken glass. And
I've had that happen once.
oh,
And it was I don't know if you were there. That's when Johnny used to play in front of the big screen. Mm-hmm. It was 1:30. It might even been 1:40. The lights may have been on, but I think it was almost then. No, because they turned on the lights after that started. So it's like, one of the last songs of the night, and there's not a ton of people there still, but there's like 15 people, and they just all get into it.
Damn, dude.
And like I run up there, and I'm looking at Johnny. I'm like, cut it. Someone goes and grabs the lights, and I'm like, we're done. Everybody get out. That's the only time I've ever done that.
Yeah. It's happened a few times with sports where like everybody's out. There's a fight at the last, like right at the last call. You know what? Like this.
Yeah,
everybody out.
Shut it down.
Y'all can't behave, so
There
everyone's
is no
fucking
last
out.
call. I bring it out.
Yeah, it's happened. It's happened once at Dodge where we had to close early because of a fight. I remember one time at Cactus, it was a real bad. It was on a Sunday, which is normally one of our chiller days. Like it was just drink
That's usually
beer
when I would
and
go,
chill. But one time on Cactus, we had like 3 fights within like an hour, just different parties. Like people, I don't know what was in their beer, but they were just fucking violent. And I remember like first fight happened, we're like, wow, crazy, a fight on a Sunday? Who would have guessed? Then a second fight happened. We were like, wow, this Sunday is crazy. Like we had to throw out 2 groups of people. Like, and then the third one happened like a couple hours later. And we're just all like, all right, what the fuck's going on? And, like, this is crazy. Even the DJ is like, all right, guys, can we all just be chill for the rest of the night? There's been 3 fights tonight. Like, let's just all just chill the fuck out. Like, And there was like only like 10 people in there. Like, there's not a lot. I don't know what was going on that day, but that was one of the days I just remember like thinking like, holy fuck, we had 3 fights today. And we never had more than 30 people in that bar at a time. It was just those people.
And it's so big. How could you just not avoid each other?
Yeah, it was a huge fucking place. But it was just like, I don't know if all the fights were like internal, like, within the same group or something, or like somehow these 2 people just somehow met up, or I don't know. But I remember like just thinking like, this Sunday will forever be in my memory because like 3 fights in one night is crazy for any kind of night, let alone on a Sunday, which we normally have 0 fights on. But that shit was wild back then. I remember that fight. I'll always remember those fights for forever. I'll go to my grave thinking about some of those fights at Cactus because that shit was wild. We had this one fight we had to break up. This dude was coked out of his fucking mind, dude. Just you could always tell when they're coked out because. Like, they'll do that, and also they don't stop.
Yeah.
Like, you'll put them in an arm bar, and you're like, yo, I know I'm fixing to pop this fucking shoulder out of the socket. But they don't stop. They just keep going. Like, they don't feel nothing. And one of the managers had to put him under. They put him in a chokehold. He fucking went under. And I don't know if y'all ever seen people when they go to sleep and they wake up, normally they're in, like, a very, like, questionable state.
Yeah, they're like, what
They're
happened?
like, what happened? What the, oh shit. Like, they're like, whatever, right? This guy was like a computer just being rebooted. Like, he like would go out and he would just come back and be like, fuck y'all, man. Just like a second went by.
Yeah.
The Windows
And we're
starter
like,
screen
oh,
just went on.
shit. Yeah, exactly.
down.
And then he would come back and we had to put him to sleep again. So we're like,
God.
oh, he's not done.
That
Put
man
him to
had no
sleep
brain
again.
cells
And
afterwards.
I'm holding one of his arms, and my manager's is doing the choking. So he's all like, fuck it. Puts him to sleep again, and I see his head just like, blah.
How do you know
And then,
you're not
like,
killing
we
somebody?
sit him down.
How do you know when you
Well, you don't do a blood choke. You do a blood choke. You don't do an air choke. That's that's the thing.
What's it?
There,
You press on the artery right here to cut off blood flow to the brain, rather than
Air.
like actually hitting, the
So
windpipe.
you
Air,
go up
blood.
with it. You're not
on the
going-
side. On the side. Yeah.
That's when you flex. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
you're
know what I'm
like-
saying? If you do an air choke, then you can totally kill someone that way.
That's what
So
I mean.
fair.
How do you know you're doing it right?
You just got it where you apply pressure at on the neck.
If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he
point.
dies.
We felt
Third
that way
time
about
was
some
a
people.
Joke.
No,
I've
Third time,
definitely more than a few
he's
times
out.
been kicking me like, I hope this guy dies on the way home.
Oh shit!
Like, I don't give a fuck sometimes.
God, I guess it really pissed you off, huh?
Wow, that's all
Sometimes.
like,
Every
so...
time people just pick me up like, fuck this guy. I hope he gets in a fucking car crash on the way home.
Yeah.
So
People are
if
like,
you
well, that's too tough, Andy. Like, fuck that guy.
accidentally, if you accidentally do it wrong, are you still held accountable for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
are.
if you physically like hurt somebody that matter, you can still like go to jail for that type of shit.
Ooh, you're all just doing my job.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. You're trying to do my job. No, you still
No.
fucking killed
Still
the guy. So you
murdered
have
him.
to be. you want to keep it on tight, but not with
Got
a
it.
point
I'm
where
not
they're
gonna try to
really
choke
pass
hold
out
anyone or.
Yeah.
Because I definitely
Make
have
them
choked
tap.
somebody after they pass out, and I had to be like, "Oh, don't let this guy
Please
fall on
don't
the
die.
fucking cement."
Yeah, you don't
If
want
this
to
guy
hurt.
hits his head,
yeah.
it's fucked.
Yeah. So that's what we had to do. So at Cactus, we had to like sit them down, and then we'll like kind of stop them and wake them up. But that dude, that
I
cocaine
was
dude,
just like, fuck
that
you.
dude, like we had to put him
Hi.
to sleep 3 times for him to be like, all right,
Chill,
I'm
man.
done.
Chill.
Because at that point, I was like, yo, I don't think we should put him to sleep anymore,
Like I
dude.
said,
Like, you
his
know,
brain
like,
is already like
we-
all the oxygen
we
is
spamming
out.
that reset button too much, like like it's bad. But what y'all saying is also true for bartenders too. Like if they overserve someone and they go get hurt, that bartender could be held liable for overserving someone to the point to where to where they get charged with some manslaughter stuff. It's happened before, definitely has.
Damn.
But the bar industry is definitely a dangerous and fun industry to be in.
It's entertaining. And,
It is.
Yeah.
I love being part of it. I love
Yeah.
I love my job. I love working at sports. I've always said that because I don't drink. This is my only way of socially like interacting with people. Because if I didn't work at sports, I'd just be home on the weekends,
Yeah.
not doing anything. I wouldn't know half the people that I know now if I never took that job at 205. So being part of this, like I love working at the bar. For
Yeah,
the most
dude.
part, besides fighting people.
Yeah.
It's definitely a paradise for some people. Maybe a hell for others, but for I think for us, I can say it's probably a paradise. We strive in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, before we sign out, is there anything else y'all want to talk about?
Pegging.
Pegging.
Pegging, yes. Let's bring this full circle from the titty tax back to pegging.
Titty tax to pegging, guys. Nah.
Too much.
Is this too hot for TV?
No. We
Too hot. You have to
gonna
take a
get-
sip of water.
You're gonna get demonetized
We're
on
talking about
YouTube.
pegging.
We could
You
touch on
wanna
some
get
pegging.
You
water.
can't talk about pegging on YouTube. You'll get demonetized.
Welcome to the Pegging Podcast.
Oh,
well,
Lord.
jokes on you, Andy. We're not monetized at all, so you can't
You have to
demonetize
get
us.
like thousands of subscribers before you can even get make money off YouTube.
So
I think.
say whatever you want. Talk about whatever you want.
I guess we'll do a deep dive into pegging on next time, guys.
Sounds great.
Sounds great. We'll do it. We'll talk about it. 'Cause I know y'all must know at least 1 or 2 guys that get pegged.
I'm looking at one.
Or suspect gets pegged, right? I
I'm
feel
looking
like
at
I feel
one.
like at the bar.
I don't know. I've
don't look
never-
at him. Don't look at him.
I've never dabbled in it. Never dabbled.
you?
Aubrey, yeah. If a guy
I don't
said,
know. I don't know. That would be really interesting. If a guy
Like
was
a guy
just
was
like,
like, hey, come over
stick
and
this in
Aubrey,
my...
are you telling me you wouldn't jump at the chance?
Would you fuck a guy in the ass with a dildo?
I don't know.
I mean, dude,
I
just,
don't know.
it's like you would have a dick for a moment, and you'd be like,
I don't know about that.
bend over.
I'm happy
Blah.
being...
It's your turn now.
Happy being a woman. I'm okay with not taking the dominant male position. I'm okay with not doing that.
Good
You're
for
okay
you.
with
Good for you, Obs.
getting it, but not receiving.
Maybe a finger. No, I'm
Maybe
just
a
kidding.
finger. Just
Maybe
I
a
won't
finger.
do it.
That's
No,
I
that's
know a few
even
guys
worse.
are like that too.
Oh.
just
Put
a
a
little
finger in
finger
there.
pop, no big deal.
That little, you know.
So is that okay? Learning a lot about you guys.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, Obs. You'll be surprised.
Just pinky.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for being on. Thank y'all for tuning in to the E4 podcast.
Go see them
And-
at sports and don't fight them.
Yes, go
Yes.
see our friends Andy and Tim at sports.
Can I get a cheap plug in here?
Yeah,
Remember,
go ahead. Go
Follow
ahead.
me on Twitch.
Ooh.
Follow me on Twitch at xhandyandyx. I play video games, and you can come hang out with me and talk to me about bar stuff or video games or whatever. I also have a terrible YouTube channel. Sometimes I post vlogs, sometimes I don't. Just a cheap plug. Everybody loves a cheap plug.
Wow.
Dude, I'm all here for it.
If I can make money off Twitch, and I will never have to work in the bar again.
I
you
think
would
I'll
miss
Still do it.
all the
I
people, yeah.
would always work in the bar. No
I
matter
can't.
Yeah.
Once again, that's my only term of social interaction with anybody. So
what. Yeah. Well, guys, thanks for viewing, and we'll see you next time on the E4 podcast. Thanks.
Later.
Bye.
I never had a father.